Today, we're talking about the tenuous place of TikTok in the U.S. More than a dozen states and the House have banned the app from government devices. This is happening over fears the Chinese government was getting data from TikTok's parent company, Byte Dance. Also, the app has been called too addictive to kids and causing mental health issues. I brought in Andy Kline to discuss how he would feel about all this. We should note, we talk about some wild TikTok trends in this, and it goes without saying, but do not try any of them, home or outside of home. Here's Andy. Andy, your reaction.
This happens a lot. It's older people taking the thing that younger people are into and determining that that's dangerous. It needs to be shut down. You know, like when I was a kid, it was heavy metal music. Then it was rap lyrics. And now, you know, maybe it's just TikTok because young people are into it and we don't understand it. But on the other hand, if there is disinformation going on, that needs to be dealt with because, you know, Eazy-E never told me to buy Bitcoin. That never happened.
There have been so many crazy TikTok trends that we don't actually think Andy can spot a real one or a fake one. So I'm going to throw out a trend or challenge with the description, and Andy will have to tell me if it's real or if we made it up. Are you ready?
Okay.
The Sleepy Chicken Challenge, a trend where people cook chicken with NyQuil to help people sleep.
Oh, that's real. I saw that one. That's real.
That is correct. That is correct. Congratulations.
It helps them sleep and then they wake up in a hospital. That's how that ends?
They sleep much longer than they thought. The Corn Cob Challenge. People attach a corn on the cob to a spinning drill bit to try and eat it faster, kind of like the Looney Tunes cartoon.
See, I feel like that's just dumb enough to be true that someone would try that and get their teeth knocked out by a corn cob. I'm going to say yes. The Corn Cob Challenge is a real challenge on TikTok.
That is correct. You are 2 for 2, sir. The Bigger or Better Challenge, where students document taking a paper clip, then asking strangers for items in return that are bigger or better.
I'm going to say that's not real. That seems too plain, too benign to me.
You are correct. That is fake. That is something that's something that we would do.
Right.
You know, that's analog fun.
Right.
That's the Kool-Aid Man Challenge. Kids run through fences like the old Kool-Aid advertisements.
Yes, it's real, and I can't wait to open up a TikTok account just to watch that. I want to see people injuring themselves for likes. I love that idea.
That is true, and so that is something that you can do as soon as we're done. That is real. Vampire fangs. Around Halloween, people super glued fake vampire teeth in their mouth.
I've seen people set themselves on fire for a trend before, so I imagine this is probably true as well. I think people don't understand the powers of super glue.
That is correct. People do not understand the powers of super glue. Or what was it that the girl put in her head? The wig, the Gorilla Glue. Remember Gorilla Glue girl? You know, so no, they don't respect glue the way. You know why? Because they stopped eating it. We ate it. We learned to respect it. And so we don't have these problems.
Yeah, it was delicious. We never had to have a GoFundMe after one of our little pranks.
Not once. The cereal challenge. A person pours milk and cereal into the open mouth of a person lying down and then eats breakfast from the human bowl.
Okay, I'm going to say this is true, and I'm going to say most of these people are white. That's what I believe.
That is correct all the way around. Correct all the way around. Erectile dysfunction cream pout plumber. People would rub male enhancement creams on their lips to stiffen them and make them appear plumper.
I'm gonna say that's a no. There's no way someone's doing that. I don't think. First of all, I don't even know where you would get that cream, but I use everything as directed. I assume everyone else does.
That one is real. That one is actually real. I can't be the only one that was actually offended at that cereal thing. Like that really, by the way, if you want to hear more from Andy, check out the 3 Guys On podcast on your favorite platform. But if you want to hear more from those people that were doing the cereal thing, they should be in jail. Like they really should be locked up. I will actually take on that class action lawsuit. Y'all join me.